I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another live stream. What the hell is going on with this? Holy fuck, this is just, it just sits right there on the screen. Awesome. Perfect. I don't like that. Jeez, I'm just the man I'm the man behind the fucking picture. Look at me go. It's awesome. Beautiful. Yeah, get rid of that. I didn't know that would stay. I thought that would go away. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another live stream. Here we go. It's another Tuesday night. It's 8 o'clock. Welcome to the official recruiting station for Diagolon in the Plaid Army. Welcome if you're new, where we have lots of fun and talk about things that you probably won't like, but that's fine. Come and be part of the watch list. I mean, we all enjoy it. Come get visitors that you don't want. Apparently, from what I'm hearing. I haven't gotten my visit yet. John and whatever the fuck else your name is out there watching my content, sees us, I miss you. I feel slighted. I've always said this, I feel slighted by CSIS. They don't come visit me. They always visit everybody else. They go visit Pahus. I think it's because they think I'm mentally unstable. You might be right. Yeah, I'm not going to argue with her. How's everyone doing tonight? Or tomorrow, where you're at work and you have me on in the background. And I will do my best to make it last a solid 2.5 hours. I'll try. There's no guarantees. So, I mean, you may have to, I don't know, extend a break or take your break early. Might be an option. That's the way I look at it. This is white noise for someone right now. You might not know that, but it's white noise for someone. They're working away and, they got me on in the background. I'm just white noise just to get them through the day, help them be a slave wage with your slave wages and your prisons that you're in. It's like sometimes I think employers think they have a gun to our head. The way they bark orders and the way they tell us what to do. It's like, dude, like I'm a man. Like you can't talk down to me like you would a child, because I'll kick your fucking teeth in. So, like, when they do that, and if you're a boss, don't talk to your employees like they're children. What are you doing? Like, they're men, they're women, whatever, specifically the men who can be extremely violent. So, watch how you talk to your employees, because one day they might walk into your office with a ball-peen hammer and put through your fucking skull. Could happen. Just saying. Anyway, let's get on with this stuff. Let's get on with this show. Slice Cube was in the house. Hey, man, what's up, dude? Yo, what's good? 2 points for that. Yes, it is. 2 points. I have a pen. And guess what else I brought down? Oh, yes. We have the book. We have the book. The YouTube book. We still have it. We got some articles to pull up. I don't know how much of the fucking tariff war we're going to talk about. We'll see. Let It Hail is the name of the stream tonight. A good friend of mine sent me some stuff on chemtrails. That's what it was. And it was a scientist and bioengineer that dealt with chemicals and how. I'm not going to play the clip because I don't know this person who was in the clip. I don't know the person in the clip, so I would check their credentials first. Like, who are you? Like, are you just pulling shit out of your ass? Alpine, yeah, I know, buddy. Like, no, see, I had to give up the Alpine. I had to give it up. I had to give up the Alpine. It was, it's hard on the stomach. But anyway, yeah, that's they were talking about how she was, releasing chemicals, and that's a fact. You can look it up in any government website. The I know for a fact that Alberta for sure 100% does. That's where I read it from. They at silver oxide they put in the air to combat hail, and what else? I mean, if they're doing that, what else are they doing? Type deal. So I mean, a lot of people. I mean, there's apps you can take the phone, point it to the sky. You see a plane that you think is doing chemtrails. There's apps that you can tell where that plane is going, where it's from. I mean, what should be in the air? It should be passenger flights and cargo flights. And that's, what weather, airplanes, other than that, I mean, why are you up there? So it's something for you to research if you so choose to. I do not, because I mean, there's nothing I can, I mean, you guys want to start a petition, we can, it's up to you. I don't think we're getting very far, not with this stream. I think Jeremy's streaming now as well. So if you're so inclined, Jeremy McKenzie is streaming right now. Raging Dissident, I believe. I think he's going live tonight if he's not already live right now. 2 points for Slice Cube. Go check out my good friend Raging Dissident if you haven't already. 2 points for Slice Cubes right away. Slice Cube, it's the cube of the slice. Long time viewer. Anyone coming over here from TikTok? Hi, how are you? Oh, it's fun over there. I kind of like TikTok. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna talk about TikTok a little bit tonight. Not too much. I'm not gonna get into it too detailed. But yeah, so I'll tell you the story. There's a story that goes with it. It's not just like, oh, he's starting to do his thing on a different platform. That's not how this works. So Derek, when TikTok first came out, Derek Rance, who I sent him a link, he may be joining us tonight. I don't know if he is or not. Actually, I got to roll down to keep an eye out to see if he pops in. He's busy battling winter weather. Apparently, they're getting hammered with snow, so he may be too busy, and that's fine. I have to be busy, bro. Like, you got to keep ahead of your real life issue. Like, don't worry about this fucking little thing. So Derek went over to TikTok, and that's where he started posting videos over there because it was starting to really grow and take off. So, and Derek told us, he's a bunch of us, he's like, you guys got to go to TikTok. Like, the views are insane. Like, I'm getting thousands of views here and there. I don't know how it is now for his channel. But yeah, and so I don't really jump into things. I never rush over there. But a lady I was talking to was bugging me about it because I started a TikTok account. The reels and stuff. I don't know. I preferred the Facebook reels or the Instagram reels. That's sort of what I used. And it was entertaining enough. I'm like, I don't need something else to look at. Like, I'm already on Facebook. I'm already on, I'm already scrolling through Instagram when I was on Instagram. I'm not on Instagram anymore. Yeah, no, I decided to fuck myself and take down my old shit and start brand new. It was a brilliant idea. So anyway, so I was talking to this lady and she's like, you have this thing over here, but you don't, like, the first time I posted was like for Christmas. And that was the only thing. And people were following me. And I'm like, what do you follow? I'm not even posting anything. There's nothing here. Like, I kept getting follows on TikTok. I'm like, I'm not even over here, really. I just, I signed in. I started an account just to check it out. Like, there's nothing there. Why are you following me? It makes no sense. So, yeah, this lady she was bugging me about it. She was like, you don't post a lot. Like, I know you have a YouTube channel and a Rumble channel. She was, but you're not on TikTok. Why not? And I'm like, oh, I don't fucking know. I said, well, I suppose I have it. I might as well upload to it. So I've started uploading to TikTok, and right away, the funny, it's kind of funny actually. The difference between TikTok's is sort of like Rumble and Twitter / Instagram rolled together in a way, because you could post videos there as such, 10 seconds, 60 seconds, or a picture, which is retarded, I think. Why would you just post a picture? It makes no sense. You post your videos in up to 10 minutes, which was seems like a long time. For TikTok, who's going to sit there and watch 10 minutes of TikTok? I don't know. Maybe if it was Rage. I think he's done that before, but whatever. But the cool thing about TikTok is that you can DM people. That's interesting. It makes you, I find it, in a way, it makes you accountable for what you produce. So a lot of them are like stupid quotes and stupid sayings, girls twerking, funny fails, shit like that. The normal stuff, the normal comedy stuff that you'll find on there. Lots of bots, tons of bots, and there's these girls, and I just fucking die laughing when I see it now. They'll be walking, and their tits are out and whatever, and they're like, I'm so and so, and I'm 31, and doesn't anyone want to date a 31-year-old anymore? Blah blah blah. Oh my fuck! I'm like, oh man. And you can DM these people. I'm like, they're obviously doing it for money. I mean, that's why they're doing it. I mean, please, men, if you're out there, do not fucking try to message these girls. I mean, I know you're desperate. I know you're lonely, but you can't be that lonely. And obviously the scam works. And what's with the fucking, they always want to bring you over to WhatsApp, because I get bots now all the time now. They're like, hi, how are you? I'm like, why would you reach out? And I always will respond, because it could be one of you guys. I don't fucking know who it is. I have no idea who's messaging me. What if it's a dag? What if it's one of you guys? So I answer every one of them like, hello. I don't fucking know who you are. Hello. What do you want? How can I help you? I get it all the time on Facebook too. Let's go to WhatsApp so we can talk. But, oh, for fuck's sakes. Fine. Come waste my time. Great. Yeah. Can we go waste my time on WhatsApp? I always get them like, no, I don't do WhatsApp. You got Telegram? You have Telegram? Telegram I can fuck around with. I stay away from WhatsApp. So don't bother trying to bring me over to WhatsApp, because it's not going to work. Bots that you're watching, whoever you are. I wanted to speak to these scammers in the proper language, just so they would understand my discontent with trying to be scammed by these fake accounts. But I wanted to talk in a way that they'd understand. So Durka. They should understand that. I'm fluent. I'm flirting Durka. Unbelievable. What a waste of time. And then you have the other side. They're like, we're not looking for sugar daddies or sugar mommies. So this is TikTok, not Tinder, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, well, fine. If you were on here making a fucking point, maybe you're singing this. Like, I love this. I do karaoke all the time. I love it. It's fun. I'll do it and post it just because I can. Because that's fun. That, I'm like, yeah, I do that. That's cool. But yeah, and they do these stupid trends of, hi, I'm so-and-so from Canada, do mass following. Okay, like whatever, cool. I'm Canadian, whatever. But I mean, that gets old after a while. I mean, so you just want a following now. You're not actually doing it. You just want a following around. Cool, have fun. That sounds like a good way to pass your time. Most of them are woke. Most of them have the #LGBTQ stuff, which I am not. So don't talk to me if you are. I don't care about your causes. Hashtag I support Ukraine. I don't. So, I'm benign to the whole thing. It's not my country. I just don't like the fact that we're sending millions and millions of dollars to Ukraine when we're dealing with deficits and tariffs and like, come on, like, again, Africa's starving, so we're sending millions and millions of dollars, and they're always starving. They never stop starving. They're always starving. All the African babies are dying because they're starving. Why doesn't that ever get fixed? We've been sending you millions and millions of dollars, and they're still starving. The war is still going on in Ukraine. I mean, what else? Whatever fucking cause can we pony up our money that we don't fucking have in the first place for? We don't even have money. How do we have money if we have such $1 trillion or however fucking million? If we don't have the money to pay the deficit, how are we giving it away? I'm confused. Are you borrowing money from the World Bank, Justin? Is that what's happening? You're borrowing from the IMF to support all the causes that you have? Because apparently we have a massive deficit. that we can't pay back. We can't even pay the interest on. I think each Canadian owes $100,000 just, and it's growing by the minute. Like you owe money already, and like I just got born. No, you owe like $100,000 because of the deficit. When you take however much we owe plus the population of the country, it equals of how much each person seems to owe. And I don't understand why I'm paying to live in a country. Why you pay for the right to live in a country in Canada? You're paying for the right to live here. That's what you do. Taxes, income tax, food on gas, food on cigarettes, food tax. And what happens when you tax the peasants? The peasants revolt. They will always revolt. They will revolt. I was talking to a guy about Romania, and they were saying that was the difference in Romania. I think it was my buddy up north, actually, my dude. In Romania, if they raise the price of the gas, if they tax the gas, they raise the price of the gas, they riot. They burn the gas station down. Fuck you. Don't raise our taxes. Don't raise the price of gas. Fuck you. We're strapped. We're poor. We're this. We're that. Fuck you, mate. Like, fuck around, find out. And that's the attitude we should develop here. Fuck around, find out. We got to hold these cocksuckers accountable for what they're doing with our money, with these laws they're implementing, with the restrictions that they're putting on us. It's just nonstop. Bread and circus, especially, please. Yes. Yeah, exactly. I'm checking my it's just my phone going off saying I'm streaming. Well, I'm glad it's telling me that I'm streaming. Because what if I didn't know? What if it was live and I didn't know? It's happened. It has happened. 24 hours. Longest stream I ever did. I was there for 2.5 of it. The rest, I forgot to shut this down properly, and it happened. Anyway, my name's Slippin' Lizard. This is what I'm about. I'm part of Diagolon, the Plaid Army. Just a guy who sits in his buddy's basement and yells and screams at his computer. Because I'm a working class Canadian. That's what I am. What am I? I'm a working class. I'm just like you. I get up every day. I go to work. I have a job. I, do the best I can. I try to stay out of trouble. Ended up I didn't run a red light. Okay, I'll tell you what happened. I was changing lanes and I might have blew a red light by accident. Complete by accident. It's like it's almost a $350 fine. Ooh. But thank Jesus it was a red light camera. So there's like no demerit points off your license, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And because it's such a fucked up intersection where I got nailed at. I'm like, this isn't fair. It's just not fair. And by fuck, it was yellow when I went through it. I saw yellow, 0.04 seconds. 0.04 seconds. When I looked, it was fucking yellow. And then I looked at it, it was red, like fuck. And then I saw a flash. I'm like, fuck. Better not be a fucking camera. Sure enough, it was. And on the picture, I'm behind the line and then I'm over the line. So 0.04 seconds. It sucks. It's just horrible. But I try to keep my nose clean for the most part. I'm just like you. I just want to get up, go to work, come home, drink beer, go to sleep, get up. The normal Canadian life. That's what I live. I live the normal. I'm a normal male Canadian. And what I do is I pay attention to the third class, and that's the people who are not awake like you and I are. That's what I pay attention to. I look at them. What are they saying? What are they into? Oh, they're talking about hockey and football. When they start chirping off about politics and stuff, I kind of perk up. Just kind of look over, see what the hell I want to see what they're talking about. I want to know. What do you believe? What do you see? What do you see? Are you conservative Inc. or are you liberal woke? Which one is it? We are the third. I don't even know how the fuck to say it, because you've got you have the woke left, which is the liberal, and you have the conservative Inc., which is supposed to be the conservatives. Like the woke left will scream at the top of the lungs to save Ukraine, and conservative Inc. will scream at the top of the lungs that Israel is their greatest ally. So I mean, we kind of have more. I don't know. It's like we're offset to those two wings, because on this side we use logic and reality. It's like the third self. I talk now about what I call the third self. So you have your left hemisphere and your right hemisphere, and they're split with the corpus callosum. When you cut the corpus callosum, which is the bridge between the two hemispheres, two personalities emerge. It's the left and the right. In the left, you talk, and that's where your speech is centered. And on the right, I believe it's mostly emotion, and it's mute, and it doesn't talk. So as they talk back and forth, as in the Bible, the two shall cling together, become one flesh, is one option. And also when Jesus says, when two or more are gathered in my name, there I am, also is another biblical reference that I sort of lean on a little bit, is that as the left and the right hemisphere talk back and forth, they create the you, which, because you don't know there's two of you in your head, you just are. And I consider that the third self, or the spirit. It's the spirit that, and it's the action of the two talking back and forth. So again, though, so we have the left, we have the right, and then we have a third party looking at both of them, wondering what in the fuck is going on. How can they both be so blind to what they're saying? How can you not see? How can you not understand of where you're going wrong with these? And the reason why we were able to sit back and look at them is because they're in disagreement. They're arguing back and forth. I'm right. No, I'm right. No, I'm right. And the third self, which is us, are looking back at them going, what in the fuck? You know, what the fuck? And it's hard for us to move on a straight path if we're not in harmony. So that's who I am. That's what I'm about. So I come on here 8 o'clock every Tuesday night. And I start off with I'll read articles for the first hour, which is we're digging into. And then after that, I talk about a bunch of crazy shit that you probably won't care to hear about, but whatever. That's what I do. Let's see here. What we got? We have, well, I'm going to dive into it just to get the fuck rid of it, because it was somewhat interesting. Yes. So as we continue on our journey through communism, Derek shows up between now and the time I get done this article. I won't see him, so I'll check him out in a bit. Oh, I brought my fucking cord down so I could charge my phone. Hold on 1 second. Oh, this is on single too, so you're not seeing what I want. That's right. I got to put it on. That's the one problem I have with this. So I got to put it on presentation. There we go. Let's go. Oh, I can stay here, but I can't see what I want. I can't see though. Why isn't this down? This has to come down. Why isn't this down? Go down. Do this thing. Bourbon, what's up, man? Bourbon 454. No, I'm right. You're right. You're left. Are you up or you're down? You're up and you're down. Bread and circuses, please. Circuses, please. Some breads. Let me throw up Rumble here on my phone that way, because this is the normal, the standard operating procedures. Let's see here. I think the volume's on too. Just go faggot. The standard. Yeah, see, there we go. Now I can. Well, that's the shit. How the fuck am I gonna do this? Oh, that'll work. It's gotta sit. Well, I'm charging it now, so now I gotta. Is that gonna stay there? That's got beer in it. Wait 1 second. Figure this out. I get it. There we go. Okay, so where am I at? Here. Let's see this. Trudeau will stay as prime minister for transition, but timeline is up to his successor. Now, this is funny. What? Pardon? Ottawa Prime Minister Justin Trudeau says his last day in office will depend on how long of a transition his successor needs. Trudeau announced on January 6th he would resign once the Liberals' leadership race concludes, which will happen on Sunday. Here we go. Good. I'm interested to see who the fuck wins that. Are we taking bets on who's gonna take that? I'm guessing it's gonna be Carney. Anyone else got any bets going up there? Are we gonna do a poll? We could do we should do some bets. Take money. Who's putting money down? I like betting cigarettes because, something I can afford. We won't tell the people that I get them from the Reds. We don't talk about it. Trudeau, who has served as Prime Minister since 2015, says the timing of his departure depends on the needs of the next leader. That will be up to the conversation between the new leader and myself, he told reporters Tuesday after addressing the trade war triggered earlier that morning with the U.S. It should happen reasonably quick, but there's a lot of things to do in a transition like this, particularly at this complicated time in the world. You fucking, I don't know, whatever. Sure, buddy. I got you. Yeah, it has nothing to do with you fucking drawing this shit out at all. No. I was talking with Derek Rance last night, and he said the same thing. He's like, they could draw this out till 2026 when that's when the term is up in 2026. I'm like, oh my fuck, it's brilliant. It's a brilliant move. I hope Freeland wins. Nuclear war sounds like a great idea, says Bourbon. Oh my fuck. Misfit, 6 boys in the house. Evening, ladies and gentlemen. Morning. Doesn't matter. I think it does matter in a way. I don't want Freeland. I hate her worse than Carney. I saw a post about her that she was going to stop with the woke propaganda. I guess she said it somewhere. I was going to talk about it one time there. I seen it. I forget where it was. They're going to stop the woke. She's going to stop talking about the DEIs and stuff. If she got, that'll be over. That'll be done with. I mean, again, what they're doing is they're playing to the conservative vote. They're talking to us. That's who they're talking to. Us as in the non-woke left. The conservative, we're not conservative Inc. We don't go that far. We're on the conservative line. We're more right than we are left. And we're on the center line. So that's what she's talking to because they know that we're winning. So now they're trying to reposition themselves into a winning position. And that's why she's saying shit like that. They lost. The woke left has lost. They are done. They have lost. Some people have saying that they've just lost the last battle, the main battle of the war, the culture war. They lost this last battle. They're in a losing position. They are running. They're running right now. We have the majority, it seems, of people on our side now, right of center, which is nice to see. Now, for those of you who are watching and you just so happen to be new, or you might be maybe you're a leftist watching this. I don't know who watches these videos, these streams. I have no idea. I know some of the people in the chat, but otherwise the other, 100 and 200, 150 people, I don't know. Bourbon, Freeland could work if only we have a inside guy like a Casanova type man's man. Oh, for fuck's sakes. If you don't know. But I could have been Casanova! Fuck's sakes. Fuck. So Trudeau is Trudeau is preparing to leave office at a time when Canada-U.S. relations have hit a new low, with President Donald Trump stopping 25% tariffs on Canada imports and saying repeatedly that he wants Canada to become the 51st state. That is now old news. That's out of the cycle. That talking point is mute. I'm not hearing it as much. It made, what the fuck was it? It had its time and now it's sort of over. That was a trend that was going around. It's pretty well quieted down and not being talked about as much from what I'm seeing on my end. The working class, watch sports ball type people, which I'm studying and monitoring. They don't seem to be talking about it as much. So it is interesting. The race to replace Trudeau has led the Liberal Party since 2013 has been dominated by questions of how each candidate would navigate Trump. Both Mark Carney and Chrystia Freeland, the two-time former central banker and former finance minister and deputy prime minister, respectively, have promised to retaliate through dollar-for-dollar tariffs. Yeah, well, I don't know how this is going to go. We'll see. Again, though, it's people like me who are worried about their jobs. We're worried about our jobs. Like, that's how we look at it. And that's how when we hear, um, you know, people booing at the American when the Americans are up and so on and so forth. That's not going to get us anywhere. Why are you trying? You're antagonizing the American public against us first and foremost. We want them on our side because they dictate the government. They dictate Trump. Trump doesn't dictate to the American public what if the American public stood up for Canada and said, hey, maybe we shouldn't do this. I mean, obviously that's better than us booing them. And what are you, stupid? Are you going to boo Russia? Are you going to boo Ukraine? You're going to boo Ethiopia? Like, what the fuck are you doing? That's a visiting country. This is how do you want to be treated? Then you should treat others the same way. If you want to be treated respectfully and politely and such, you should treat others that way as well. So when you get Americans that come to Canada, no, you shouldn't be mean to them because we need them to be nice to us. Right? I mean, I'm not wrong. Stupid people. While Carney pitches himself as an experienced in handling a crisis, given his background as having led central banks in Canada and England during the difficult economic times, Freeland is touting her ability to negotiate against Trump, citing how she did so when Canada signed a new free trade agreement with the U.S. and Mexico. Now, he doesn't like her, though. Both their campaigns released videos on Tuesday, heavily featuring Trump. I bet they did. We're looking for a leader. We need a leader. Now, hey, with that liberal shit, it was like it doesn't matter to us because we're not liberal. It's not like I'm voting. I'm not voting Sunday. I'm sitting back waiting for the results. That's within their party. So I don't even understand why it's. I mean, for us on this angle, it's a big deal because are we going to get the broad? Or are we going to get the goofball? Which one? Which one's going to be the leader of the country? When will they? Jagmeet Singh is, I think I have it pulled up where he's saying he doesn't want to throw an election. Nah, of course you don't. Why would you? Just let it go till 2026. Let's just go till after it's done, long over. Then we'll do the election. No. And I mean, that's one way for the liberals to skirt because they were fucking doomed before this tariff shit. They were doomed. Absolutely, they were about to be wiped off the face of the parliament. You know, they were fucked. Now, this is actually working to their favor. So they're gonna probably milk this, or they'll either try to milk it and leave it till 2026, which Derek suggested, and it may possibly happen, or we won't. I don't know. I'm gonna check. I have to go see if Derek decided. No, it has not. It's fine. Did he? No. Yes. Go down more. No. Okay. Just checking. I have to check to see if he is here. I don't know. We'll see what happens, I guess. What is the subtitle up above? What the fuck is that? Oh, why did I put that? How did that end up there? How do I? Oh, unpin it. There we go. Sorry about that. I didn't know that was there. Is Jagmeet sucking dick or eating cheese? We're not sure. No more, brother. War. We'll see. Jagmeet, we can talk about Jagmeet. We'll go check him out. I think I have it pulled up. I thought I did. I'm pretty sure I pulled it up. But what does he care anyway? France, Turkey. Yeah, we're gonna get into Turkey a little bit. I'm gonna talk about them for a little bit. Starling's toast. Where is it? What did I see him at? Trump tariffs could be good for. That's England. Shit. Where are you at? Defend Canada. No. Where the hell did I put it? Maybe I didn't pull it up. It's a possibility. Possibly. Anyway, yeah. So anyway, apparently he's calling for no election because of it's an emergency now. I thought I had it up. Let me look. I don't think so. No, I do not. Fuck, I thought I had it up. That pisses me off. Because yeah, he says because it's an emergency, we shouldn't call an election. Could not. I think Jagmeet does want an election with his fighting ad that has come out. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Jagmeet is here. Gorgeous. Jagmeet is here, gorgeous, the free Gibbs man. He sucks dick and eating with the cheese. For the not gorgeous, for the not gorgeous, for the not gorgeous, for the not gorgeous, for the ugly chicks. Is he for the ugly chicks? Is that what you're trying to say? Is he for the Jagmeet's here for the ugly chicks? He's not the only one. Apparently. Apparently, he's not the only one. Let's see, Shaves News. This is becoming a trend I'm seeing. A Hamilton man has been charged after he allegedly exposed himself to a group of women on a GO train last month. Interesting. It just says man, Hamilton man. We have Hamilton man and we have Florida mans and, you know, Toronto man, the Toronto man. Oh, the man's the Hamilton man. It's a Hamilton man. Really? When was he born? Was he born in Hamilton? Does he speak with a Canadian accent? Just asking. What is a Canadian accent? Well, it's kind of a mix between English and French. What it is. It's Canadian. It's different. We got French words in there and stuff like that. So sometimes we say things. People are like, "What the fuck are you saying? What do you say?" We have a Canadian accent. It's a mix of English and French. I would say what about? I'll give it a solid 30%. 30% French. I'll give you that much, right? Sound good? And actually, English is wild the way it's structured. We'll talk about that another time. Yeah, this is a bad trend that's been happening. And it kind of pisses us white males off because there's not a lot of white females to go around. So we're pretty protective of our white females because they are the best. White females are the best, of course. So we don't like that. That bothers us a lot. We would prefer you didn't do that. But it seems to be happening more and more where we're getting more and more videos of women being groped by immigrant men. But I mean, I get the fact that the women are gorgeous. Of course they are. They're the tippity top. However, they belong to us though. So you'll have to get your own. Why are you not groping your other women? Grope your women. Go do that. Leave ours alone. No? What was that noise? I heard a noise. Can we just roll? We can't roll down. Can we? What is that? We got a message or something? We're going to check it real quick. No. Yeah, Jeremy, Raging Dissident is live streaming now. Ragecast 521. Go check them out. Pack service. There we go. So anyway, yeah, it's not a good trend. Don't like it. I was talking with Derek last night, and we were talking about the line of send them all back, which I agree with now. But Derek's like, I don't think we have the resources, time, manpower to do that task. He goes, I can't see it getting done. Like, realistically speaking, I'm like, yeah, you're right. He's like, we just need to create boundaries. And I think that's important. So in Canada, if you didn't know, you're not allowed to grope women. Yeah, it's not allowed. I will literally ask permission before every step of the journey in a relationship. I will ask permission because that's what a gentleman does. A gentleman will ask permission. Can I hold your hand? Can I touch your knee? Could I kiss you? Can I kiss you? Would you be offended if I kiss? That's how I am. I'm a gentleman that way because of fucking being charged. Like, I'm not stupid. Like, good Jesus. You're such a gentleman. No, I'm not. I'm just not an idiot. I don't want to get fucking charged for assault or something. Hey, fuck that. No. Did you ask permission? Yes. Every step of the way, I asked permission. Yes. And these guys they're not getting it. Like, these women won't fuck around. They will charge you so fucking quick. Buddy, what are you doing there, Abdul? Like, they'll break your fucking finger. You will touch their tit. Like, this is not Pakistan, bud. You can't do that to our women. They will break your fucking fingers. Go ahead. Try it. Break every fucking finger that touches you that you don't want touched. That's my fucking philosophy. Good. Fucking good. Oh, go for it. Try it. That, or she'll fucking motion to the fucking bouncer or her boyfriend or a real Canadian man to say, hey, yo, this fucker is on my ass. Like, he's fucking all over me. And then we'll kick the shit out of him because that's not how you treat a lady in Canada. That's not how we do things here. Written contracts for everything. Possibly. I don't know. Yeah, maybe we need. Derek was talking about doing boundaries, and I mean, I think it's a good idea. We need a united voice in this. It has to be a united voice. Like, listen, you will fucking. This is the way you will act. This is how you. We didn't have this problem with the black community. No, we don't have this problem. We don't have this problem. This is a bit of a new problem that we're having. I mean, every club had it. Fine. There's times where lines got crossed, and people got the shit kicked out of them, which is rightfully so. It does happen, but there's certain lines you don't cross. But there seems to be a growing epidemic. At least the white women wanted the black men because they felt sorry for them. What are they called? They're called something. I know there's a name for them. They just felt sorry for them. They feel empowered. Oh, you poor thing. Mama will take you in and look after you and treat you right. Because I'm a white woman. And I think I'm better than you, which they do. It's disgusting. They think they're hot shit. They think they're better than... That's why they do it. Yeah. I'm so attracted to... No, you're just attracted to the fact that you think you're better than they are, and that you're actually doing them a favor. Sick fucks. That's what they do. That's why you never... If a white woman goes with a black man, you never touch her. No, obviously she's a liberal cunt. She obviously thinks she's better than him. So how do you think she's going to treat you? She'll treat you just the same fucking way. Why would you bother? Like, fuck that. Have them. Don't care. Take her. Mud horse. Mud shark. Mud sharks. That's it. I thought so. Mud shark. Yeah. It's gross. Like, that's why she's with you. You know that, right? Yeah. It's because she thinks she's better than you. That's why. She pities you. Oh, I feel horrible for it. Need a break. Anyway. Yeah. So, yeah, it's a growing trend. Derek posted a couple of them, and we've been hearing reports about it, and it's gross. It's disgusting. Yeah. Gross. Like, if you think the Muslim rape gangs are going to work here in Canada, they're not. Because if we find out about it, shit's going to happen. It's bad enough. It's probably happening right now in small circles. And what we're going to do is we're going to bust those circles. If we fucking find out that shit don't work here, we won't tolerate it. White men will not tolerate it. We will stick up for our women. And because of what happened in the UK, because it was all fucking hidden underground, now we know about it. Now we're like, oh shit, the government's in on it. Oh fuck, the cops are in on it. The jurisdiction, yeah, we're gonna fucking keep our eyes open for this shit. And I mean, as much as cringy as Tommy got, and the shit that happened when he was over here last, just saying, I saw a report on Tommy Robinson a couple of days ago. It was Jordan Peterson was talking about it. Like, look, I worked with someone who specifically worked hand in hand with Tommy Robinson. It was a grift when he was here. He was grifting. Then he went back over. He walked into jail. And I mean, yeah, his past work of the Muslim rape gangs, fucking stellar work. Awesome. Good job, Tommy. But the last little bit, it's been kind of cringy. Like, he was trying to make a comeback. I saw him kind of growing in popularity again. But I don't know. It wasn't. He left us. He left us with a bad taste in our mouth because it was like, the fuck are you doing? So I don't know. But he went back to England. And he was the fucking national hero. So I don't fucking know. The internet has made for ugly chickens think that they are tens and not, and two they are. Well, my problem is that I'm a half decent looking dude. I just look at the girlfriends I've had. I'm like, oh, obviously, something seems to be working. The problem is I'm not 6 feet. If I was 6 feet, fuck me, dude. I'd have it in the bag. No problem. On the fucking dating profiles, I'm like, height. I'm like, oh, for fuck's sakes. Like, damn it. You can't lie. How the fuck wants to join your stream? Who the fuck is that? Nig wants to join your stream. Why would you want to? Is that? There's only one person who has the link. Let's see. No, I don't know. The hell that was. Participants. I don't know. He's not here, so we'll see. I don't know what that was, but anyway. I don't. Who wants to join this? Oh, that is him. I thought so. I was gonna say, like, what the fuck? Who the fuck? Who would have the link? Nobody. Let's see if I can pull this up. Join, damn thee. Join. There we go. There we go.
Is that working? Can you hear me?
That's working. I can hear you. Didn't recognize. What's that? Go ahead.
No, I heard that Rumble Studio was sending like fuzzy transmission to people, so I'm interested to see how this works. How long have you been using this?
I've been using Rumble for a couple months.
Oh, no problems with it?
No, you can hear me. I can hear you just fine.
I might switch over to this.
I'm having issues with sound if I'm playing songs. Like if I play Spotify in the background, if I play a YouTube video, it's kind of.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it's touch and go with it. I don't know. I like using Streamlabs. It's easier. I don't know. I like the sound quality. I can blast fucking tunes. It's great. That's what Rage uses.
Oh.
Rage uses OBS and Streamlabs and all that shit.
Oh,
You're the one. You're the one who got us into StreamYard.
I didn't know how else to stream. I should not be looked at as a tech leader by any means. I just used the first thing that was available.
Well, I mean, it's because you're not a tech leader that we follow you, because it's like neither are we. Like, oh, this is what Derek uses. Okay, Derek can get it. I think maybe I can get it too. I don't know.
That worked for a while. Now I think it's just full of jeets.
Really? The whole what? Like the whole.
Well, the cost of it, it's not working all that good. Like the quality's gone down. I feel like it's just been jeterized.
Yeah, the cost went up. It was when it first came out, it was $25 a month for the basic package. And then they came out with where you could have a co-host, and they actually could run the show if you weren't there, which was great when Trevor and I were working together. That was like $50 a month, whatever. Wasn't too bad. And now the fucking basic version is like what, almost $50 fucking dollars? Like what the fuck?
Yeah, it's just out of control. Like,
crazy.
No, you just put yourself out of business.
Yeah, and now everyone's gonna. Well, I mean, Restream. I looked at Restream back in the day. That was like 2 years ago. Restream was a little bit. It was more expensive. They had less options than StreamYard. So that's why I stuck with StreamYard. It had more options and it was cheaper. So now I'm reevaluating that to think, well, maybe I'll go back to Restream, but I just don't want to pay for it. That's my thing. Excuse me.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, like Rumble's free.
Yeah, well, we'll see how the quality is, but
yeah,
I'm gonna keep StreamYard for another month at least, and we'll see.
Yeah,
because I know Matt's gonna be using it, and some other people might use it. So
yeah, let them.
Yeah, it might come out to be worth it.
Maybe I don't know.
I'm fucking beat though, man. I've just splitting wood and chopping wood all day.
Did you do the video yet? I have been I got my eye out for it.
No,
no.
I took some video today because it's nonstop. I don't know where to. It's just gonna be a montage of chopping wood.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm interested in like the operation. So it's been working good.
Which the log splitter? No.
Yeah. Oh
no, it does take to my generator, so I've been doing it all by hand.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So I need a bigger generator, but whatever. Fucking. It was on sale for like half price. So
you plug it in and nothing happens?
The generator bogs out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I'd have to use it on a different one.
Oh, fuck. That sucks. Yeah, not good. Not good.
Whatever.
You got snow yet or what?
No, I got a lot of wood done. Like I piled it, stacked it up. I should be good for the snow.
Good.
Won't come out for 2 days.
Yeah. Just stay in the fucking stay there hidden.
Yeah.
Now what I'll just continue the conversation we had from last night. So when you used to live in town, right? You were in civilization, we'll call it, I guess. When I
Well,
found, well, go ahead.
I was right at the edge of civilization when we met.
Mm-hmm.
And then they put a subdivision up. Like I was being chased out of Brampton, Georgetown area. Like, yeah, not chased, but I just don't want to live around Indians. Like, I can't stand them. Nobody likes them.
Yeah,
Like, that's why we have the white belt. People have just moved out of the GTA and it's created this belt. Now, with them going up Highway 11, they've like pierced through the belt and they're starting to come to the protected areas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's just too much. And we're just paving right over the best farmland in the world to what? House India?
Well, I mean, they shipped them all over the place. It was like they created pockets of them everywhere. They would bring them in and just create a pocket here, a pocket there, pocket there, pocket there. And then, okay, those are the nodes, and we're just going to ship them out. Okay, they're going to come into Canada. You're going to get on this bus, and then you're off to this town. And that's where you're going to go. They just sprinkled them across the country. Now those pockets are swelling and growing like a festering disease.
They've created colonies. And they're just, stealing our resources, stealing our milk and honey, and selling it back to us.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So what I wanted to ask you is, like, when you moved to where you are now, how much of an adjust? Like, were you? You must have been looking forward to the adjustment, to learning the new skills. I mean, like, because when I found you weren't splitting your own wood. You had your own, what'd you have for a furnace when you were?
When I was in the barn, it was electric heat.
Electric heat. So you had electric heat. You were using an electric stove. You built that place from scratch. So the adjustment from now, you're splitting your own wood. You're gathering as much solar power as you can. How has the learning process been? Has it been fun? Have you?
Yeah.
You've been enjoying it, type deal.
It's like I used to categorize the old Canadian spirit is that you always got to make sure you have an abundance, and it's not that you're being greedy or you have an overabundance to be spoiled or anything like that. It's because you're going to need it. Like the next 2 days is just going to be snowing nonstop. So the plows won't be able to keep up with the roads and shit. You just stay home. Make sure you have your food. You don't have to run out for convenience. It's just being ready, having an abundance of stuff so that at any random day you could just take off. Like
how
have to go into work or like.
How long did it take you to adjust from having conveniences where you could just jump in the truck, go pick up what you need and come home, versus now where you're, like you said, you're trapped in your house for 2 fucking days. So how slow, how gradual of an adjustment period did it take before that's because you moved out in the spring?
It was in April of 2023. Wait, what year are we in now?
2025.
It is 25. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 2023.
Yeah, 2023. Yeah.
So we're coming on 2 years being here. 2 winters. This winter is significantly more snowfall than last winter.
Yeah, that's what you said last night. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's Geo Engineered. Is it geo snow or is it real snow? What's your opinion on this?
That's funny. I've noticed a difference in the snow.
Have you really?
Yeah. Yeah, it seems like almost like confetti flakes that are falling sometimes, like almost miniature snowballs instead of actual flakes that used to fall.
I shit you not. I was at a party at the House of Bad Influence, and it was snowing, and it was pretty bad snowstorm, actually, considering we were having a party. And they were out there looking at, they're like, this isn't real snow. Like, does not look like snow. And it
doesn't look like real snow.
We got fucking hammered. And so I find that funny that you said that. I was like, holy fuck. Well, all right. Yeah. And it feels granular. It feels granular.
From when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I like it when people always say, fuck, I remember the snowbanks when I was a kid. They were so much bigger. I'm like, yeah, well, so was your dad. When you grew up. That's why the snowbanks aren't as tall as what they used to be.
True. Well, now hold on, though. What I saw was a cyclical cycle. Even when I was a kid growing up, we saw the cyclical cycle where, you were able to climb up into a tree and jump off and do a backflip into the snow. because there was so much snow. And then years later, like as the cycle progressed, there was less and less and less snow. You weren't tobogganing down Fritz's Trail and going at 100 miles an hour anymore, because you couldn't, because there was just not enough snow. It's a cyclical cycle.
Yeah, so it could get pretty rough up here.
Apparently. Well, they were calling I fucking hate the Farmer's Almanac, or people who try to predict what the weather is going to be like, because I'm always suspicious of the government putting in propaganda to raise food prices. So I'm always suspicious when I hear this shit. But they're like, "Oh yeah, it's going to be a bad winter. It's going to be a bad winter." I'm like, bullshit. Son of a bitch, it was. A lot more snow than we've had in quite a few years past.
Well, that's just the thing. Up here, there's no such thing as a bad or a good winter. Like, some guys want the extra snow, so the snowmobile season lasts longer.
Yep.
As long as you're prepared for the seasons, it's no different if it was good or bad. Like,
be prepared for it.
Yep.
Maybe if you hear it's going to be a bad winter, maybe you'll extra prepare for it. Yeah, a couple more cords of wood wouldn't hurt.
Well, that's it. You always want to have extra than what you would need.
Yeah.
Next year, I'll definitely have that.
Slice Cube in the chat says, used to need a Halloween costume that could fit a swimsuit, a snowsuit under it.
Snowsuit,
yeah, valid. Yeah, that's valid. Yeah, I've had good and bad Halloweens. Sometimes it'd be raining, sometimes it'd be cold as fuck. It varied. It was never consistent. Even May 2-4 weekend. People. I remember when I first moved to Hamilton. People used to make a huge deal. I'm from New Brunswick, so I had no idea. Like, what's May 2 for? Like, who cares, right? Like, what the fuck is that? Yeah. Like, who cares about? I'm like, I don't know, right? So, and people are like, yeah, we're gonna go camping and be cold as fuck, or pouring rain. I'm like, this is not consistent. But I've noticed as the years have gone by, it's actually gotten kind of nice to go. I'm like, yeah, it's not too bad. I could see going camping in this weather. Yeah. So I wonder what it's going to be like this year. Were they calling for a bad May 2-4 or a good?
It's a good question, because me and my buddy went up to Perry Sound or Ardbeg, and we brought our trailer with us, because where I was living in Tottenham, everything seemed fine. So we grabbed the trailer. We went up north. It got colder as further we went. By the time we got close to our destination, the lakes still had ice on them.
Oof.
Like, God damn it. So we went and spent the night anyway, but we were freezing. It dropped to like 14 below or something like that when we were in the trailer. We're like, Jesus Christ, we had to turn the propane stove on and stuff to stay warm. Like,
wow.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal.
Yeah, I got invited to go trout fishing this spring, sometime in April. And the guy who invited me, he's like, now listen, we could go there and it's going to be beautiful, or we could go there and it's fucking freezing. So it's a crapshoot. So you got to come prepared. Be ready for anything, because you don't know. It could be one or the other, You
know what works great is those hand warmers and a bivy bag. You don't even need a sleeping bag then. Just get a bivy bag, like those garbage bags type one. Not a garbage bag, but they're like the solar fire blanket type thing.
Right.
A lot easier, and you just throw 2 hand warmers at the bottom, and you're sweating.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that those silver packets? That comes in a package? Oh, yay big?
I don't know if they're in a silver package. Just like the hand warmers you buy at Mark's Work Warehouse or something.
The bivy bag.
Oh, the bivy bag.
Yeah. The solar blanket.
I don't know. It's something the army guy told me.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Have you tested
it out? Grab a bivy bag and fucking... Oh, yeah. Yeah, it works. Yeah? You'll be sweating.
A Mylar bag. A Mylar. Oh.
Mylar. There you go.
Ah, okay. All right. Yeah, I guess I'll throw that in. Oof. That would be...
Yeah, fucking A. It works great. It's supposed to be an emergency situation, but really, it's...
If it works, it works. Light. Yeah, if it works, it works. And I mean, hand warmers don't...
a couple nights.
Yeah, hand warmers... Like, how long does the heat last for?
I don't know. By the time it's warmed up, you keep the heat inside anyway.
And you're sleeping, so who cares? Yeah. I hear you.
Gotten used to waking up cold here. Sometimes you just forget to close the damper or something, or fucking adjust it so it burns all night. Then you're just cold.
you wake up, see your breath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The dog will wake you up. It's like, are you going to do something about this? Like,
I'm fucking cold, dude. Start a
Yeah.
fire. I remember being a kid,
Excuse me.
and we had one of those big ass wood stoves, and like fucking four like the circle things that you can pop out. Those things. It had four of those. Plus, it had a water heater tank on the side. It was a fucking monster wood stove. But I remember being a kid and waking up and kind of opening one eye and seeing my mother's boyfriend that we lived with, and he was at the fire stoking it, fired just the flame of the fire off his fat fucking stomach. Just like fuck is that? Oh, just the sparks sort of rushing through the air and the midnight. Yeah, and but man, yeah, some mornings cold. Holy fuck,
Dude, it
Jesus.
adds so much charm and character to the place. Like it's the heart of the house. Like you need something warmed up quick, just set it on the stove. It's already hot.
Nice. What about the summertime though? How do you work that in the summer? Because propane outside or propane inside?
Both.
Both.
Yeah,
like,
barbecue outside, and you got a little stovetop inside.
Right on. Don't go with charcoal. Use propane.
I haven't got a charcoal barbecue, so like, I just buy the 30-pound tank and refill the little green ones.
Right on.
So that way I could use it for I have a propane heater that if it gets really cold, I'll set it in the far corner away from the fireplace so that it warms up a little faster.
Oh, yeah, right on.
I use it for the stove or the barbecue, whatever I
Yeah.
can. Oh, and to start, I use the green tanks for everything. I have one on a propane torch as well, so I get the fire started quicker when it goes out.
Well, you ever seen that last night with a giant log, like a birch log? You're sitting with a propane fucking torch, just trying to get the cocksucker to light.
Yeah, I've been there before.
I've been there before.
Yeah.
What is tamarack? You were saying that last night on the stream. You use tamarack. What is tamarack? It's just a type of wood.
Yep. Yeah. It's how can you say it? I got some I could bring over, but it's fun. Like any other wood, you can see the rings in them. This one, the first one, it grows so much, like in the first year, I guess, that it's got a big, thick stalk in the middle, and then every layer after that is almost like a wafer. Yeah, it's
really?
different than the other wood, yeah, but it burns a lot hotter. Tamarack.
Yeah, is it a hardwood or a softwood?
I think it's called soft. This one, but
yeah,
I've seen people build with it still.
Oh, really? I've never heard of that tree.
Tamarack, yeah.
I've never heard of it.
It's not one of the popular ones, I think, because it rhymes with tabernacle.
Possibly. I mean, most people hear cedar, oak, maple, walnut, cherry wood, apple wood, of course. But I mean, you got your jack pines, your spruce pines, your weeping willows, your what is the wheat?
See, there's a lot. It depends on what you're using it for. I'd hate to see people like birch. I make my spoons and different things out of it as well. Whittle it, and you can make stuff out of birch, but
I heard
the
that
hardwoods like maple and everything else. No, I wouldn't want to burn that.
No,
it's expensive.
I heard you've been doing some whittling. I heard that.
I got some spoons.
You got some spoons. You're gonna start selling them?
Maybe.
It
was going to be
an idea.
Homemade anti-Semitic spoons. Hamas. Hamas homemade spoons.
Hamas homemade spoons. Oh shit.
Yeah, I still got to get some food in my belly tonight, though. I spent all day chopping wood just to fucking.
You haven't eaten all day.
Snow.
You ate breakfast?
Yeah.
You ate breakfast? What'd you have for breakfast?
I did. I had coffee and then I had a sandwich.
Coffee and a sandwich.
It's so much work where I put my woodshed because I don't have a snowblower yet. So I would have to shovel all the way up to the back shed where I kept all the wood.
Yeah.
Yeah. This time I just put it out in front of my house with a fucking plastic over it. And I got a bunch in here. All stacked up over there.
Oh yeah, there you go. Right on.
And that's not even all of it. I got more stacked up on that side.
Holy fuck.
Bear. Yeah.
You really expanded that place. Wow, that looks good.
Yeah.
Lots more room, eh? Huge
difference.
Yeah, huge difference. That's awesome.
Doubled the floor space.
Yeah.
And this year I'm gonna put that door in so I can walk out onto the this part here. That'll be my deck.
Now, do you have any carpentry skill at all? Like, are you just normally a carpenter? Like, I know you worked with gas before. More
I'd
of a
never
gas.
call myself a carpenter, but like I wouldn't insult them like that. But I can frame.
Yeah.
um, I'd still need to call a buddy for certain questions. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I pretty much, who's it? Aaron helped me frame the original part to this,
Right.
and he did like
Uncle
the
Aaron.
main floor. No,
Uncle
well,
Aaron.
he also that Aaron helped. Yeah, there was two Aarons. One was an actual
there's two Aarons.
framer though.
Oh, I didn't know.
So,
Oh, all right.
yeah, he really whipped it together pretty quick. Actually, like it went up almost in a day. And then it was me and it was 75 till I die. If you know his channel, Shane, he came up and helped out as well. And it was pretty much together. Then Brandon and Jordan came up
My dude.
to
My
help me
dudes.
build the roof. Yeah,
My dudes. Yeah. Brandon Jordan, they're good dudes.
yeah, man. It
Mhm.
went together, and Adam up here really helped out with the extension.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to go too much bigger than this, but I am going to put a bathroom off here.
Little bit bigger. What are you using for a foundation?
It's floating. It's a floating house.
Just floats.
I put down gravel and packed it all down over and over again, let it get rained on, packed it down, put more down, and then I just put building pads down.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I just got to make sure that it's always draining away from the house. I got to put a weeping tile across the street, on the other side of the driveway. Yeah, man, I'm living the dream, to be honest with you. Like this, guys never stop wanting to go into the woods and building a fort. I'm just building my ultimate fort. We
Right.
go with snow forts, tree forts, couch forts. We just build forts our whole fucking life. Even our history has to do with it, like Fort York, Fort Mac.
Yep.
I'm
Yep.
building my fort. This is Fort Rance.
For me, it's the shed. My shed is I don't have it here yet. Yeah, that's
Build yourself a fort.
Yeah, it's like people call it my man cave. It's like, well, no, it's like it's my thing. It's my little fort. It's like a little fort. You're right. It's actually
Fort.
Yeah, it's a fort. Exactly, that's what it is.
Yeah.
If I could insulate it and put it on a trailer, I would just live in that. I'm like, I could fit a fucking bed in here. Like, it could be done.
I can make a portable fort.
Yeah, fucking.
That's why we love trailers. It's like a fort on wheels.
Yeah, fucking right. Fucking right. It's the ultimate. You are living the dream.
Yeah.
I doubt you get a lot of visitors. How do you deal with that isolation?
Through this.
Yeah.
And there's a couple of friends in town. I go every Sunday to a meet, with the active club.
Nice.
I get that.
Nice.
Yeah. So I'm at least out once a week. Sometimes if I don't make it though, I've gone 2 weeks without talking to anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of fucked up. I forgot, that I should be talking to people. Like I just
Right.
Time went by, whatever. Fucking.
No streaming at all in that 2 weeks?
Yeah, I've done that, but that's not the same. You got to physically see people,
Oh, IRL in real life.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess. I know. I'm the worst for it. The worst for it. Like
yeah. If somebody shows up to my door, it's unusual. So my senses should be up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're a little.
Nobody's coming by unannounced.
True. Yeah. Valid. Knock. Who the fuck is that? Oh yeah.
Yeah. What are you doing here? Check the cameras.
What are you doing? Yeah. Check the cameras. Who are you? What do you want? No, I'm not buying anything. Like growing up down east in a small town, it was a lot like that. When someone pulled up, you knew it. You're like, what the fuck? Who's in the driveway? Right away.
Yeah.
Everyone's looking
Yeah.
out the
Exactly.
window.
It's like where I grew up in Terracotta. It's like, why is there lights? What's going on?
Yeah. What's going on?
It's a big deal.
Yeah. It is. But
It's
I mean,
fucked up to
in
think, though,
the city, people pull into their driveways all the time. And I have no fucking clue.
I don't like that.
No, I don't like that.
No,
at all.
I'd be standing there looking out the window all day.
Like,
I've said that to people. Like, I can't do this where you live.
yeah.
Like, look how close that Indian guy is to your house. Like, just looking at the front door. Like, this isn't right.
Yeah.
Like, he's 10 feet away. You can just turn and walk in your house.
Well, that's happening. Like, that's literally happening. People are just walking into houses. What the fuck are you
Yeah.
doing here?
Don't need it.
No, don't need it.
Nope. I'd be standing there all day looking out the fucking window, wondering who's coming into my house.
That's why we have big dogs here. I don't need a doorbell.
Yeah, I got Ozzy to worry about going out there because really it's just wolves right now we have to worry about.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But
Fuck.
bears in the springtime,
How close are the wolves to the house?
they've come right up.
Really?
But that was the one that got the goat and like just fucking ate the entire thing, man. Like no trace of the goat afterwards.
I think I remember you tracking it. You were tracking it.
Yeah, I went as far as I could, found where it spent the night. Because you'll find a place under a tree that's completely melted.
Right.
And it'll be like where his body all night stayed and he fucking melted to the ground.
Melted into the ground.
Yeah. Yeah, it was crazy when I first saw that. Fucking had to look it up, see what it was, and fucking holy shit. I like scared him away from walking over there.
Oh, really, eh?
Yeah, so it's a lone wolf, which is actually more dangerous from what I understand.
More apt to go after opportunities. Here, one minute, Derek. I gotta hit this because I missed it, so we'll have to do it now. Late. It's halftime. What is this?
Y'all ready for this?
Well, that was supposed to
blow my nose, man. I thought it would be longer.
No, see, that's the problem with that's supposed to be halftime. I don't know what the fuck. I had the right one picked. That was stupid. That's not even the right one. I'm pissed now. But you know, welcome to halftime where you don't have time to take a piss. So that's it's normally at 9 o'clock. I hit that at 9 o'clock normally every time.
Oh, right on. Yeah, like I said, I'm probably gonna take off. I still got food to make. That's one thing that's harder. I'll tell you. You asked before, and I'm just answering it now. What's harder is having to do everything, like because there's no going out anymore. You're cooking all your meals.
Yeah.
So like first thing in the morning, you're setting out your half pound of beef for dinner that night to make sure that it's fucking defrosted. And like,
because if you don't,
right, like. Yeah, you got to have your meals planned, sort of. That sucks because, like, if you got a full day of chopping wood, you still have to make dinner. So you're trying to do it while making dinner. That sucks. I used to like to be able to just go get a burger.
Yeah.
Like bring home a sub, shit
Well,
like that. But now it's everywhere in town. It's just it's all cheats.
That's what happened here tonight. My roommate, he's on the carnivore diet. He's like, fuck. He goes, I got nothing fucking thawed. He goes, I forgot. Shit. Damn it. Well, I guess I'll have to fucking, gonna have to order something now because, I forgot. Like even myself, I'll be at work going, fuck, I forgot to take something out for dinner. Damn it. I don't want to order out. I don't like eating out. Right. I'm pretty strict.
Well, here
myself.
I can't.
Yeah, there you can't. Here I'm doing it by choice. You're like, fuck, I can't. I wish I could sometimes. That's right.
Yeah, you still got to have some stuff that you can make from frozen or something like. Yeah, I don't know. There's little adjustments.
Yeah. Well, you said that you keep your food outside.
Yeah, right now.
Your frozen shit, your frozen stuff.
Yeah, that way I don't have to run a fridge off the generator.
Do you have it in a fridge outside?
Yeah.
See, yeah, that's what we did. That's what we had. Yeah. That's what we had because we didn't have hydro. We didn't have hydro. So like in the wintertime, it just was in the fridge outside. There was a fridge outside. What for? Let's keep your cold shit. It's cold. So we'll just leave it.
I'll run the generator during the day and stuff like that for in the summer. Mm-hmm. Usually the fridge will keep it cool all night to when you wake up, start it again. So yeah.
So run it during the day and leave it off at night.
Usually.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
just
can make some
adjustments.
Make some ice. Leave stuff on ice if you need to.
Right on.
Yeah, it's power management as well. Like I've got the Jackery there, so if after I'm done the stream, I'll shut. My house can basically run off the Jackery. Like the lights are very.
What's a Jackery?
Very low voltage. It's just a battery.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So I charge that up with the generator. I can shut the generator off and run everything pretty much off that Starlink. Yeah.
I don't want to keep you from your food, but I got 1,000 other questions for you. So
Well,
I'm like,
I'll answer a few more. You know what?
so
Let me grab
Starlink.
a drink at least.
Yeah.
One
Okay.
sec.
Go for it. Derek Rance. You can check him out. Plaid Army Sunday nights at 8:30. I think is 7:38. Ask him when he gets back. 8:30. I think. Normal. Most of us do 8:30. I believe. What time is Plaid Army? It's 8:30 or 8.
8:30.
8:30. Sunday nights
Usually.
8:30. Yeah, usually. Why did we pick 8:30? So Starlink, I was curious about Starlink. I got some stuff pulled up that they're planning on canceling it, or what do they do? They're Ontario
They
bailed from
can't do
their,
anything about it. What are they going to
like,
do about it?
I don't know. I got the article pulled up.
Ontario had a deal to provide Starlink to the north, right? And that would be cutting out people like Rogers and whatever else. Like, that's to their government buildings. Like, who do they think they were bringing it to?
Oh, the government buildings
Like,
makes
I pay
sense.
for my own Starlink. You can't stop me from using it. Like, how?
That makes sense. The government buildings.
The
That
internet
makes
doesn't
sense.
go through Canada.
Yeah.
Am I getting ducks this year for meat? I might. We're trying a few different things this year. It's going to be about livestock and gardening. I'm not doing a lot of building.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to have a surplus of everything.
When
So
you
you wanna
get
work
so
on-
say let me ask you a question. When you kill something, so say you kill, let's go rabbit. I don't know what rabbit. Say it. I want to go deer. That's what I want to talk about. I want to hear about deer. Have you killed a deer and ate it, like chopped it up and cooked it yet? Have you done that yet?
I haven't killed a deer yet, but I've eaten deer.
Yeah. All right. So but it's from a butcher, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
killed a bear before.
Did you eat it? Like, did you eat the meat from the bear?
Yes.
Did you
Yes,
treat the meat at all?
I gave most of it to my friend who knew how to cook it because I don't have the proper facilities here. Like, you gotta cook it long enough and to kill trigonosis, I think that is.
That's
that you
what
can
it's
get.
called. Yes, I was talking to
Yeah, but bear is phenomenal.
yeah, I was
Like,
talking to Dag Bully. She was talking about that, and that with deer they have trichinosis, which is the wasting disease, or some shit like
yeah,
that. Well,
yeah,
it's in
it's
deer.
a
It's
shame,
in
but they should farm bear.
how the fuck would you
They sh-
farm bear?
I want to be a bear farmer.
You want to be a bear farmer?
Yeah, it's like anything else. You just put a cage around it, right? And bear meat would solve any fucking problems with starving people. You just got to cook it right.
You got to get one of those fucking pigs, dude. Get the hogs, the warthogs, the they should be up there, aren't they?
There's a hog farm not too far from here and a cow farm.
The wild boars. They're running rampant. The wild boars.
I don't think they're up here. They're closer to you.
Are they really?
Yeah,
Oh.
I think they were coming across east side of Ontario, Lake Ontario.
I know they've been seen in Hamilton. They have been seen in Hamilton.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
got coyote problems too.
Coyotes are bad here. Really, but like I mean, like in the middle of the city, bad. Not on the outskirts of middle
the
of the city,
homeless now
bad.
live in the parks and shit, so they're scaring the coyotes out.
And some of them are coy dogs. They're not just coyotes. They're also coy dogs. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, it's a coyote.
Yeah,
I'm like, that's not a fucking coyote. What the fuck is? It's got a rounded nose. That's how you tell. The
It's
nose
way
is rounded,
bigger.
right? And way bigger. Yeah, they are
Yeah.
bigger. Fuck, coy dogs are huge.
Yeah, I killed a 90-pounder. That's
Yeah.
a big fucking. That's not
big-
a coyote. Coyotes
No.
are like 30-pound little fucking nothings.
Cats. Yeah, they're like
Yeah.
cats almost. Yeah. You don't have to worry about them. There's a couple of them, but you fucking coy dogs. When I was a kid down east, you would hear them running in the woods beside you. The packs.
Yeah.
The coy dogs. They'd run in packs. Hear them running through the woods.
I knew a story of a guy getting attacked by coyotes, like they were the small ones. But anyways, he was having a rough life and fucking had to move in somewhere, but it was like he moved into his house that his boss was renting, and his boss kind of gave him a car, and he was so thankful for all this stuff and like getting him on his feet because he was going through a divorce with his wife, and it was his first day of work. So he started fucking his car wouldn't start, and like his phone wasn't charged or anything like that, and he had like 20 minutes to get there. So he's like, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna run." You know what I mean? Like I can make it there. It's whatever. It's fucking 5 a.m. The sun's not up yet, so he just starts running, and for whatever reason, he's fucking like trips but he didn't realize something was nipping at his leg at first, right? And then he felt something on his arm, and then when he turned around, one came up at his face. He's like, "What the fuck?" And it didn't bite him, but he just fucking pushed it away. But he fell down when he was doing it, and he rolled into the ditch. He was fighting off two coyotes for a second. Like one got onto his arm, and he went fucking nuts. And like they fucking ended up running away when he got his footing and actually stood up, and they see how big he is. Anyways, so he ended up going to work, and he had to explain to everybody why his hands were bleeding.
Holy fuck!
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah,
nuts.
dude, that sucks.
Jeez. Yeah. Well, we'll hear it on the radio. I'll be at work and like coyote in the yard or coyote near this pile, that pile, right? And like I work alone, so I walk to my machine and I'm all by myself, and I'm like, kind of doing the check, like what am I gonna run into here? Because you never fucking know.
They most likely won't bother you.
No, they're mangy looking too, and they're not that like the coy dogs are big. The coy dogs are menacing. The coyotes, I see the coyote, I'm like, fuck those. Like, the fuck out of here. What are you looking at? But the coy dogs, I'm a little bit more.
Here, there's a distinct difference. Like, I'm looking at a gray wolf, that one that was going around their property and that ate the goat. Like, that's a big difference.
A gray wolf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we got up here.
That's fucking nuts.
Yeah. It was the one day it ate the goat, so we tried fucking staying up. We knew it wasn't going to be back that night, but we stayed up the next night. I had night vision. I had he had the thermal scope, my buddy, and we're both looking for it. But when I saw it, like all I had was my 308, and I saw it at night, and I'm like, fuck, I can't shoot at night. There's too many people close by. Like they'll hear it. It just won't fucking. Yeah, I can't do it.
Won't go over well.
Right.
Yeah.
So I saw it. Then he saw it. I tracked it. Fucking. I had a few experiences with it last year, but I haven't seen it yet this year.
Set traps for it, possibly bait it out.
No. You need a trapping license to do that.
Fuck.
It's funny
even defending your own fucking property.
No, you can't. You're not even allowed to set a rat trap outside your house.
What?
Now, I don't quote me on this, but I think that's in municipalities where they have those bylaws. It's a little different where I live because there's nobody to come and look for these sort of things. M&R might come and look or something like that, but they're not just coming onto your property.
Yeah.
And I don't want that anyway with Ozzy running around and the neighbor's dog. I wouldn't want to do that.
True. We used to try to snare rabbits when I was a kid. That was a big thing for us. Snaring rabbits. They used to call me the Nook of the North. I had long black fucking hair and it's fucking snowing out and I'm just trudging along the snow. So they're like, look, it's the Nook. It's the Nook of the North. Fuck off,
yeah, I love that fucking our tax dollars go towards like putting native TV on. And it's just some fucking, oh, look, the Tuk is ice fishing. He's got his fur on his sitting there. It's the most boring fucking TV you've ever seen. Like, yeah.
Well, it's what's worse, that or Canadian Tire with their new Canadians, and they hate all of the things that Canadians love. And then she's sitting in a jacuzzi with a fucking wine glass. Welcome to Canada. Like, what a fucking insult. Just an absolute insult.
It's a realization that a lot of Canadians are going to have to, like I said, suck up. Is finding out that you are Canada is a crown corporation. Like, you could say it's sovereign and everything else like that, but it is registered as a business.
It's a business. It's a corporation.
Yeah.
What happens when the business?
That's why you shouldn't. Nationalism is fucking a tough thing. Now, race is real.
Valid.
Like, I know I'm an Anglo-Saxon male.
Yep.
My dad is direct descended from England.
Like, go back further. I was thinking about this today.
Yeah.
Go back further. You're from the Caucasus Mountains. Why? You're Caucasian. That's how.
That's true. Years of that.
Beyond, because I mean, beyond Romania, beyond, where are we going to link up with? Like the Australians? Are we going to link up with the Romanians, the Hungarians, the Russians, the Balkans? Like where do we all sort of line up at? The Caucasus Mountains. That's where we're from. We're from the Caucasus Mountains.
We need to
Why?
reunify.
Something.
Yeah.
Something. We're the Atlanteans. We're from Atlantis. Okay.
You
We're
can
from
say
Atlantis.
that. The Aryans.
The Aryans, yeah. The Atlas Mountains. You have the Atlantic Ocean, the Eye of Sahara. I love that theory where it's the Eye of Sahara. It works. Everything works. Everything fits. The king that was ruled over Atlantis was called King Atlas, and you have the Atlas Mountains that are just above it.
What do you think of that? The world beyond the wall. Have you seen that map? Where it's got all the mythical places you've ever heard about, like Asgard and Atlantis and like all those places, and there's like the different continents around the ice wall.
I did not hear this. Is this flat Earth?
Dude, it's like that with a dash of something else.
I'm looking into this.
It's its own universe, dude. It's its own universe. Like,
really?
There's the Marvel universe, there's DC universe, and there's this map where, like, the flat Earth map, and there's supposed to be an ice wall.
Yeah.
Well, on the other side of that ice wall, there's another ring of ice wall where they say there's continents all the way around, and one would have like the land of giants and like dwarves and like all the mythical places you've heard about.
That's interesting. Yeah. I would actually lean to that. That sounds like the multiverse idea. I mean, I know they're talking about, and like, well, how would we have and I can see where the theory would come from, is that's how we have all these theories and these new stories of all these make-believe places, because actually there's a continent beyond the ice wall and their energy is filtering through and affecting us, and we're having all these regressed memories, and that's where the other timelines come in. What if you fuck.
Yeah, have you seen these maps, dude? There's a whole, if you go on TikTok, like, it's the theory of the Anunnaki as well.
They're there as well. Interesting.
Yeah. Like, we got into a fight with the Anunnaki, and they just keep sending us back to the Stone Age all the time. Like, we used to be a more advanced race, and they just, after the war, they just like, fuck you, just keep putting us back to the Stone Age. There's a whole universe around
buddy,
it,
this
dude.
is amazing. I love it.
It's a fun thing to go into.
It's fun. Yeah, well, that's what it is. It's fun, right? It's fun. It's fun to, fun.
Yeah.
I talk about this shit all the time. It's fun as hell. It's great. It's good. It's good. I mean, it's a bit of a distraction from the nonsense that's going on in the rest of the world. That's the way I kind of look at it.
Well, it's funny because I can't prove it not to be real.
True. I mean, there's a 50% chance we're living in a simulation right now.
I have my theories on that as well.
Oh, yeah? You're going to start.
Yeah.
I'm just going to whittle over. I'll give you all night.
Well, okay. Dimensions. How do you explain dimensions, right?
True.
From the first dimension can't perceive the second dimension.
True.
As where the third dimension could perceive both the second and the first.
True.
Right? So you can't imagine what the next dimension would look like.
The fourth dimension. Yes.
Right now, I believe we live in the biological dimension. Right?
Biological dimension. All right.
Yes. There is another one called the spiritual dimension, where you could say that's where you get ghosts or and
the Bible and all that stuff.
Well, the one where people contact the other side, like, you know what I'm talking about. There's that spiritual dimension that people talk about.
Yes.
And in that, you could say that there's ghosts or premonitions that reveal themselves to this dimension, the biological dimension.
Okay.
I think that we are creating a new dimension, the digital one.
I'll go with you there. Yeah, I'll go with you there.
The digital dimension right now, anybody has played Grand Theft Auto where it's an entire world map, right? And you can go down and go to different streets. So they'll have New York or something that looks just like it. Combined with Google Maps and Google Earth, where the cars pretty much got all the streets that are important mapped out now. On top of that, every one of us has brought a device to our home right? That's pretty much mapped out the inside of our home. So everything's pretty much mapped out, right?
True.
And now there's always microphones and cameras and all of these at any time. So theoretically, somebody could put on a headset, right? Walk down the Google Map roads, find the house, and look, see if there's any live cameras going on, and pretty much be here. There could be someone sitting on that couch right there in the digital dimension.
You've talked about this before.
But
I remember
we can't perceive it from the biological. It's like a digital ghost.
Fucking yes. Now you've talked about this before, and I didn't understand what you were talking about. Now I get it. Yes, I totally agree with you for sure. Yes.
Right. So we're creating another dimension. That's
Yeah, isn't that? And we can't. And, I mean, it does also provide a factual basis for the spiritual dimension, as you talked about it before. Whereas
it helps you perceive that dimension a little easier, thinking of it this way.
Yes, it does. It totally does. Yes.
Yeah. So,
and it would have to
precede
the spiritual dimension would have to precede the biological dimension. The spiritual dimension would have had to have happened first in order for them to do the same thing. Sort of, they created this dimension, which is the biological dimension. Very cool, Derek. Very cool. I love this.
That's nice. That's my theory. Yeah,
that is cool as hell. I love it. It's great. Ooh, that's a mind fuck.
Send that to that was probably the best I've ever explained it. I'd like to send that to Chris Lanning because he talks about the perceptrons in the CTMU theory and
cut and edit. That was amazing because I understand. Like, yes, you're absolutely right. 100%. Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. That's creepy as hell. That's fucking creepy.
Yeah. Right. Like somebody could be standing in the room behind you right now.
You ever feel that when somebody's watching you? No, they are.
They could be in the room with you digitally
right now. Yeah.
Yep.
That's fucked. Wow. That's a mind fuck. Fits right in with
someone like Stephen Hawking could just like cruise around. It's probably paralyzed motherfuckers like him that came up with that.
Digital purgatory. Yeah, another option. One hell of a video game. Talk about a Sims game. Holy shit.
Right?
That's fucked.
Cameras you could eventually they made a dimension that somebody could walk around and just be invisible all day. Like Elon Musk is probably one of these guys. He just goes
on a fucking headset
and just goes and hangs out in fucking hot chicks rooms, like fucking saunas and shit. Totally could.
So because of you, I'm now on TikTok. It's all your fault. How I mean, you're way more popular than I am. How the fuck do you deal with these bots? Fuck, they're annoying.
What bots for?
Hello. They'll just like the DMs. I get DMs from fake women now pretending to be someone they're not.
I don't look at anything I'm sent on TikTok. I don't look at a lot of shit now.
Yeah.
I don't look at any comments on Rumble afterwards. I've never looked at a comment on Rumble. Actually, I should be, because the one time I did go and look, somebody was leaving like giant paragraphs under every single video.
Oof.
It's like, for fuck's sakes.
Well, I used to get that.
Back in the day. They want to express themselves on your platform.
Yeah.
And then they try to cry, free speech. No. Free speech is you using your platform to do the same thing.
Yeah, that's
true. Yeah. Piggyback on mine.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if people have an opinion. I mean, I guess because I'm a lot smaller, I would get into like literal debates with people and just bounce back and forth because there'd be like 5 or 6 comments and it wasn't a big deal. But yeah, it's so annoying because to me it's like when I get a message on a platform, I answer it because it could be one of the people that watch us. So that's what I always think about. I'm like, well, what if it's someone who watches us? And so I'm like, well, of course I'm going to answer. Like, hello, I don't know you. Well, I don't know why you're reaching out. Can I help you? Like, do you need a hand? Like, why are you contacting me? Do you know who I am? Like, what do you want?
Yeah, I just gave up. I allow other people to talk to other people first and then say, is he all right? I can try. It's easier just to talk to people that actually show their face and show who they are. You know what I mean?
Sometimes it's fun, though. It's fun to I don't know. It's
No,
like when like
one guy lost his shit on me recently. There, that fucking
the dude, yeah,
Austin guy. Like,
Austin,
what
yeah.
were you thinking? And now he's showing like pictures of shivs as if we were in jail. I'd be his bitch or something like that. Like, son,
Yeah.
stop it, son.
Joking aside, I mean that's not
Like, stop. You're not being serious. Like, you're not a serious person.
well, they think because that we do this, like we're superstars and they'll get attention for doing this, and it's like we're not. We're just people.
He looks
Like we're just
he
people.
looks like a soft target for CSIS or RCMP when they do their
True.
tard farming.
True.
Because that's
True.
basically what the RCMP and special intelligence agents do in Canada. They're
That's what they're
tard
looking
farmers.
for. That's what they're
Yeah.
looking for too, right? I
Yeah.
guess that's one way they could be using us to find people like that, in a way, to see the ones that do go off the fucking rails. Well, he's obviously unstable.
Yeah. Guys, I feel bad for him.
Yeah, you were
Completely
saying that.
unstable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it more well, like why do you feel bad for him? Is it because of you look at him with empathy and say, he needs a guidance socially, he needs guidance emotionally in that aspect. It's kind of like more of a father, not to be weird, but more like a father. When you say you feel bad for him, it's I get the sense from you anyway that it's like in a fatherly, because you have a daughter.
It was
right.
Yeah, it was
Like,
an all out
for fuck's
spur. He was talking like a complete moron in the chat, and I don't even look at the chat. So it was somebody else that banned him or gave him a timeout.
Yeah.
And then he started spurging and posting videos of himself, calling me a faggot and all this stuff. So it was the immediate switch from being a supporter to snapping and saying
Your
Jeremy's
haters are
a
your
snitch.
biggest fans. Your haters are your biggest fans, bud.
Yeah.
Your haters are they're your biggest fans, the ones that hate you. That's a fact.
That was evident of the fucking tour we just did. I was watching the video. We have the 2-hour movie that come out, and we're previewing it. And that's all it was. It was all free advertising through the news. It was awesome. You couldn't pay for this kind of advertising.
True. That is true. The evil territory. Don't let your racists come to town. Yeah, that was a 14-hour fucking day, bud. That was a 14-hour day. That's why. How was your experience at Territory? A 14-hour day. That's what it was. It was a hell of a time. Fuck, I loved it. It was great.
Yeah, it was just as long for us, man. It didn't end till like what time? No, the next day we're in Montreal.
Oh fuck! You had to be in Montreal at 6 in the morning. Was it 6? Yeah, it was 6 in the morning. You had to be for like 6 in the morning or 6 at night.
6 at night, I think.
Yeah.
So from Hamilton, and then so there's a lot of moving parts to this. Like you got to eat in there, and you're driving all the way.
Sleep would be nice. Sleeping would be great.
2 different cities. Yeah, it was fucking.
I left at 3 in the morning, and you guys were still packing up, and I'm like, oh my fuck! They still have to sleep. They still have to fucking set up for the next. Like, holy shit!
Yeah,
brutal. I would just more time, less cities, maybe. The next one.
I don't know. I don't know what we're doing. We'll see.
Less cities, more time. Because we need another one. You guys are going to be doing another one, right? That's gonna.
We'll see what goes on.
Not so eager this time.
Can't do anything here while I'm not here.
And there's work to be done. True.
Yeah.
It's a lot
this year. So
it's a lot to ask from you guys to do, to be honest. And it's the fans. Like a lot of people would say that, like, oh, why are they doing it? It's just a grift. Blah blah blah. Like, no, this is what the fans wanted. We wanted it for a long time. That first it was Rage, and then it was you and Rage, and then you and Ferry, and the other guests that you guys brought. We wanted it. We asked for it. We were. It's not that Jeremy was saying this is a great way to make money. No, this is what the fans wanted. The fans wanted that. They want the flags. They want the Plaid Army flag. By the way, Thank you very much. By the way, if you could get on that. The fans want it. Plaid Army badges and the DAG badges and everything else like that. We want it to, and it goes along with the movies, like you were saying. That's we have to get on movies. The Book of Philip would be great. The lore of the Book of Philip, shit like that. You know, spoons, like your spoons, for example. That sounds like I would want one. Who
it's just for fun right now. We'll see. I've got so much other shit.
I know,
I
know, but it's just
a lot of
stuff like the cultural stuff.
Into those. Yeah, there's.
We got to get back into it.
Oh, there's still more to it. It's just everybody's going through their depression of wintertime and stuff. So this movie, as soon as the movie comes out, 2 hours, I think it costs $14.88.
And where do you buy it at? Where do you buy it or rent it at?
We're working on that because
$14.88.
Yeah, because we don't want people just sharing the link out everywhere, right?
Okay. How are you going to do CDs? Are you going to do DVDs? Or are you going to do?
Has to be disposable links.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, so people have to generate their own links, and then you have 24 hours to look at it. Yeah.
Sounds very computery stuff that I don't know anything about.
I don't understand it either. You got to pay people to do it.
That's cool. That's good. I mean, I'm glad we got people to do that shit because I have no fucking clue.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. We got a few people trying to figure it out. So, also the thing, you don't want to sign up to a new platform like Vimeo or something like that, and then you don't get paid for a month, and they end up keeping all the money because,
like, that's ever happened. Come on now.
Yeah, Amazon, cocksuckers.
Amazon, D Live, YouTube, Rumble's been pretty good so far.
Yeah,
Entropy's always been good.
All keeping the money.
Yeah, well, pretty much. Right.
Bastards.
Fuckers.
Anyways, dude, I'm gonna take off. I'm gonna get some food in my belly.
Go grab some bubs.
Go grab some bubs. We'll talk to you again soon.
Peace, brother. Thanks for coming on.
Peace out.
Later, dude. That is Mr. Derek Rance. My man, Derek Rance. He is the dude, for sure. Oh my goodness, that was awesome. Awesome having Derek on. Loved it. It was a great time. Whew. I gotta refocus. I'm doing this by myself again. I need to refocus here. Look, love talking to Derek. It's good shit. Derek, I met Derek. If you guys don't know, and I said it on the on his show, but I met Derek back in I started doing YouTube videos in 2018. I woke up to the world ish in 2018, and then in 2019 I started doing videos under the pseudonym or avatar as Robot Kabar. That lasted for a while before I scared the shit out of myself, and realized that my community was in England and not in Canada. So I quit doing videos. But once you start doing YouTube or Rumble or TikTok or anything like that, you can't stop. So I started again in 2019 under Slippin' Lizard, which was a Smurf account. I had a Smurf account called Slip Your Grip. So my Smurf account was an alternate account to my Roback account. And I wanted to create a new name for myself other than Roback. And I had this backup account, and I wanted to do something with a lizard in it. I wanted to be the gecko, but it was taken. My ex-wife said, well, why don't you use your other Xbox thing, the Slip Your Grip thing? And I'm like, no, well, because... No, I don't want to do that, but I'm like, slippin' lizard. I'll just be the slippin'. I typed it in. Sure enough, it was available, so I grabbed it. So that's how I became Slippin' Lizard. And I started doing videos, and the first couple are, I think I still have them on somewhere. I know I have them somewhere. I think they're on this computer, actually. My first 2 videos I ever did. And they were just me talking with cool graphics in the background. And then I decided to show my face. I was, in the line of Jordan Peterson, Sargon of Akkad, but I'd also kind of gotten I met some people off of BitChute under Roback, who introduced me into questions you could have about 1948, because I was arguing with them that they were wrong, and they're like, dude, just check it out, just look at it. I'm like, fine. So I did. I'm like, yeah, don't say. It's some interesting facts about 1948 that you're not allowed to ask the questions. And I'm like, as soon as you can't ask a question, of course I'm going to start asking the questions, because like, why can't I ask the question? If I can question God on anything, which you can, God says, ask me. Just ask and you shall receive. You can ask God whatever you want to. Whatever you want to. Doesn't matter. Ask him for a new car, a new wife, a new girlfriend, a new dog. You can ask him whatever. I need guidance in this. I need guidance in that. Why did you do this? And why did you do that? You can ask God why. So if I can go at my master with the question why, which is an endless question, and my master, the being that guides my life, that I give total allegiance to, I can ask him, I can drill him with questions, but I can't ask about this question. I'm sorry, that sounds illogical to me. Who says I can't? So I started doing videos just about the culture, because we are still in the culture war, although we're winning. We're balls deep into the culture war, and I was doing videos and I stumbled upon the Rage Rants cast, and I started watching Derek Ranson, Raging Humanist at the time, he's Raging Dissident now, do this podcast together, and I was just absolutely fascinated with it. I was a stay-at-home dad kind of deal. I'd get up, go to work, come home, and that was it. We'd go to the mall, take the kids out. Swiss Chalet was the biggest thing that we did. So I was never a bar person. I never went to the bar. Never was. Never went to a bar. You know, the odd one or two, but like nothing. Even to this day, I'm not like that. So to me, it was the way. Well, like this is what I would imagine a bar would be like. Here they are shooting the shit. There's people talking in the chat. So I was watching the chat. These people talking back and forth beside these two entertainers talking about politics and things I was interested in, and I remember just like being shy. Like that's just like like Ben Baker just now. Hi friends, you know. When we all, Al Stern is in there. Nice to see Derek come on. Nice to see you on his show the other night. Day too. Yeah, it was good. So like Al Stern, Ben Baker, Misfit Sick Boy, Slice Cube, all these people I know, and they talk in the chat. And all I did was say hello. I just typed in the chat. Like you might be watching this now. You're probably not watching this live, but if you are watching this live, hello. You might never type in the chat. You may never be like you're nervous, you're shy. You don't have to be shy here. Just say hello, and we'll say hello back. It's a great community. It is, and the chat is where it started for me. And all I did was type hello, and I hit enter. And Julie, I'll never forget it was Julia Mora. Julia Mora was the first person to ever say hello to me in the chat. Hi, Slip. How are you? I'm like, what is this? This is all. People are so kind in here. So they're so nice. They are. People are really nice. We enjoy, the community is great. Everyone's nice to each other. And it starts in the chat. That's where it starts. And you get drawn into the politeness of it. You're like, oh, they're all nice. They're all friendly. Everyone's friendly here. Oh, okay. Oh, and you get comfortable. All right. Hi, how are you? Hello? Hello? Hello, hi, how are you? That's how it starts. And so, I mean, I was still doing my videos, of course, but I was mostly commenting on, well, Rage said this or Derek said that, and I'm talking about Raging Dissident and Derek Rants. So somehow or another, Derek stumbled upon one of my videos that I had uploaded, and he realized that I was also a Canadian person who was talking about politics in the same sort of format that jived with him and Rage and everyone else that was in the community at the time. And so he contacted me through one of my videos. And that's how that friendship started, was with Derek going around to the YouTube sphere and collecting people. He was looking for people. He was creating an army of streamers, an army of YouTubers who we all say the same thing. We all get along. We're all friends. That's how he created the Plaid Army. That's how it happened. That's why he called it the Plaid Army, because we normally wear plaid. We're men. We're men who are wearing plaid, working guys. He just was sick of seeing the shit going on outside of us, and he created the Plaid. This is how this shit happened. And Rage didn't know who the fuck I was. Rage was like, "Who the fuck is this guy? This guy's like us." And he denies it to this day. I didn't say that. I totally think he did, because I think it's pretty well true. I had joined Twitter and I had no idea what the fuck I was doing. So all I would do is heart and repost whatever Derek and Rage said. That's all I would do. Heart, repost, heart, repost, heart, repost. Rage is like, this guy's a fucking stalker. Like, all he does is retweet my shit. I don't know what to do with him. I still say that's what he said. I still believe what I heard. I don't care. Because it's funny. It's kind of true. I'm like, it's kind of true. So I mean, like, you can't deny it. But Rage, he kind of took me under his wing a bit, and he brought me along, and he's always been supportive of me whenever I've had a question. I remember the first time I emailed Raging Dissident. I'm like, is this really you? He's like, yeah, it's me. I'm the guy. I'm like, holy shit. You respond like that? He goes, yeah, I'm just a dude. What's up? How are you? How can I help you? And I'm like, well, hi. That's how that all started. He helped me with a lot of shit. He's helped me through relationships and through, which the fucking hell. Issues with when I had questions about my son. Just an overly always willing to talk, always willing to say hello. Always there with what's going on? Are you good? Type person. It's because he's just a dude. He's just a guy like I am, right? And so that's how this shit all started for me. Oh, it's crazy. Huh? It's fucking wild. It's been a wild ride, and I really want to start pumping the community. And like, I think by doing a new DAG movie, the tour will help, but I think by doing a new a DAG along movie would be really helpful to the fan base. Really, it'd be awesome. I want to see this shit here. I want to see it keep going. I don't want to see it to end. I don't want it to stop. I want it to grow. I want it to expand and bring in new people. There's just something about seeing someone else with a DAG shirt on. I don't know what it is. It's like a camaraderie. It is we understand each other. We may not agree with each other, but I mean, we understand, like, oh, if you're wearing a DAG shirt, it's like, oh, well, that's someone I might get along with, because we already know. So I want to bring more people in. I'm such a fucking recruiter. But it's such a great community, though. I mean, whether you agree with Jeremy or not, or you agree with Derek or not, or you agree with Fear or not, I mean, one of the three. I mean, you'll find something with one of the three, in my opinion. And then you have the fucking cheerleaders like me that try to promote the community as much as I possibly can. Because it's a fucking family. It's what it is. Friends of the family you choose. My heart. Oh, my heart goes out to you. What's this? My heart goes out to you. That's it. My friends up north. I mean, I wouldn't have not have met them, and they are fucking family. They are absolutely family. I love them to fucking pieces. I would not have found them if not been for this community. If Jeremy hadn't said to us way back when, he's like, if there's a mess on the fucking floor, don't be the guy to say, look, there's a mess on the floor. Someone should clean it up. No, motherfucker, you clean it up. If you're looking for who has to do the job, look in the mirror. That's who's doing the job. That's the attitude. That's like, it's just something about being a man and stepping up to the plate. If you see a job to do it. Another way I've heard that is don't put off tomorrow what you could do today. Is another way. But I always hated that one. I was like, ugh, I don't know. Sounds gay. So, but the way Jeremy proposed it, it's just like it made sense. So that's why, I'm the guy that we'll push and push and push and push and start and bring new people in. And I helped a couple last night, helped them set them up with another group, and that's what we're here for. We're here for community. We're here for family. If you got a problem, you have an issue, come talk to me. I'll see what I can do for you, because that's what we do here. Stand up for Diagonal, and stand up for what we've created. Stand up for who we are as a people. It goes beyond what was created. The intentional, I don't know, it was just a meme, but it has turned into something so much more. It's more than a meme now. It's a family. It's been an honor and a privilege. Yes, yeah, damn straight, Al. Damn straight. It's always gotten bigger, so there's a majority of people that didn't see it from the way we did. The good old days, yes, true. Very true. Yeah. No, it's great. It's great. I love being part of this community. It's awesome. And that's why, like Rage is streaming tonight, and fucking I think you should go watch him. Yeah. So I'm just a cheerleader. I don't know what the fuck you're doing here. Let's talk a bit. We got to get back into some stuff here. Derek got me all clusterfuck. I don't even know why I have the fucking phone. I still need the phone up because I still need to see the chat. Because we're gonna get into. Let's get into the Bible now. I should have Bible time loaded up here. I got to start acting more, because someone within the community will always be able to help you. That's fucking right. This should work. I don't know. It's been fucky tonight. I went on here because I knew Derek was coming on. Here it is. Let's see if this works. Service says.
We fight not against flesh and blood, nor the carnal flesh, but against ruler, principality, and the master spirits of this dark world in the heavenly realm.
Strike me down, I shall become more powerful than you can possibly imagine.
Now it's time for everybody's favorite part of the show. I'm terrified about overtime, so we'll bypass that tonight, because I'm terrified. I'll just do this quick story, and then we'll do this. We got to do this. We have to do a little bit of Bible time. You have to put up with me. This is an interesting concept that you can apply to your life. Now, a little prelude to this. Sarah Ireland was one of the co-hosts for Bigot's Corner, and I was going through some relationship issues, and she's like, "You're applying your energy in a negative space. You need to look to where you're applying your energy. If you're applying your energy into a vacuum, it's just going to drain you, and you need to leave yourself open to other opportunities." I had no idea what the fuck she was talking about. No clue. I'm like, it's like over my head. So today I because it confused me, I always thought about it, like how to, because I knew she was right. I just couldn't articulate it in my mind why she was right. But so I would just mull over it. I've been mulling over it for probably about 1.5 years, 2 years almost now. What she was referring to was this, in my opinion. So this is the book of Isaiah in the New American Standard. The greatness of God. Comfort, oh my comfort, comfort my people, says your God. Speak kindly to Jerusalem and call out to her, and to her warfare has ended, that her iniquity has been removed, and that she has received the Lord's hand double for all her sins. A voice is calling, clear the way for the Lord in the wilderness. Make smooth the desert a highway for our God. Let every valley be lifted up, and let every mountain and hill and be made low. Let the rough ground become a plain, and the rugged terrain a broad valley. This passage is also in the book of John, I think it is. I think it's John or Luke. I forget which one it was. And it says, make smooth, clear the way for the Lord in the wilderness. I'm gonna have to look it up, so I want to get it right. Make clear the way for the Lord. Hold on, just give me a minute. I'll get to it. I do have a point here. So that's Isaiah 40. So, make clear the way for the Lord means to actively prepare for a path to God's presence by removing obstacles, addressing personal shortcomings, and achieving actively living a life that aligns with God's will, essentially creating a space where God can readily work and be welcome. This phrase is often referenced from the Bible, specifically Isaiah 43, which we just read, where it says, prepare the way for the Lord in the wilderness, make straight ways. There's still more, though. It's also in the New Testament. Isaiah, which one? No, it's in, where's it at? In First Mark 3. Yes. First, so Mark 1:3. Where are we at? Over here. We're here. Mark 1:3. We'll do it off of that one. Like, this is good that it's in Isaiah. Mark. The book of Mark. I like the book of Mark. It's really good. Read full chapter. It's not that far. Come along now. Come along. Mark 1:3. In the beginning of the gospel of Jesus Christ, the Son of God, as it was written in Isaiah the prophet, behold, I send my messenger ahead of you, who will prepare your way, the voice of one crying in the wilderness, make ready the way for the Lord, make his path straight. John the Baptist appeared in the wilderness preaching preaching a baptism of repentance and the forgiveness of sins, and all of the country of the Judah was going out to him, and all the people of Jerusalem, and they were being baptized by him in the Jordan River, confessing their sins. John was clothed in camel's hair and wore a leather belt around his waist, and his diet was locusts and wild honey. That is a nod to Elijah, because that's what Elijah did. I baptize you with water, he will baptize you with the Holy Spirit, says John. So the main point I want to get through here is that when he says, the voice of one crying, make ready the way for the Lord, make his path straight. So when God is going to come into your life, say you have, for me, God told me basically what is coming for me. I kind of already know. I already know what's coming. So because I already know what's coming, what I should not do is put any obstacle in his way, because you're supposed to make the way clear. And so Sarah, when her point was like, don't put energy into a vacuum, hold on to that energy, because you need to invest it proper. You need to invest it in something proper. So you shouldn't waste your energy. You shouldn't waste your time, because what that does is it puts a stumbling block in front of God when God has good things for you. I think that's what we do. God has such great things for us. He wants to give us such good things, but we go trying to figure shit out on our own. Yeah, but well, I could do this and I could do that and I could do this. We think of a million things that we could do. What's the right path? What should I do? What decision should I make? Instead of just finding, seek ye first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all things shall be gathered unto you, which also fits into that line. That same talking point of directing your path. What do you want? What is it what you want? What are you putting in front of yourself that's stopping you from gaining that or receiving that as a blessing from God? That's what that means. Make straight the pathways. Clear the road. Clear the road. Keep the road clear, so that God can bless you in whatever way that he can. I'm trying to think of it. I don't want to really get into my personal life for a change on here, because I normally don't care. But yeah, I mean, that's the way I'm looking at it. So that's what I'm investing my energy right now in myself. And I've got to start acting more. I got to start working out more. My schedule's starting to fill up as I settle into this new life that I'm living. Trying to find, what do I want to do? And when you find what you want to do, then the people that want to do that as well will gravitate towards you. Right? Are you a leader or a follower? That's the question. That's what people want to know. Do you lead or do you follow? for a man, you want to lead. That's kind of how it goes. Anyway, I don't want to get into the third self tonight, and I think we already touched that on that. Anyway, other than that, I did have something else to bring up. I think that was half decently normal, if I remember correctly. What do I have here? Yeah, no, make straight with the way it's lowered. That was the one thing that I wanted to talk about. So that's good. We're done. That's it for tonight. It's a good stream. Derek was on. I had fun. We got a little bit of Bible time in us. It's a good time. Thanks for everyone for coming out. Big shout out to Derek Rants, of course. Plaid Armies at 8:30-ish Sunday nights. Check him out. And of course, Rage is playing right now, so you can go check him out as well. Talk to you later. Peace out.